Today we are in conversation with Padmavati. She has been a follower of Jesus for 11 years now, and we'll meet. Hi, Padmavati. How are you
Hi,
doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Good. So describe your spiritual journey before you met Jesus.
Um, Before meeting Jesus, I would go ahead and I used to worship like a lot of Hindu gods, and my parents were very spiritual, so I would I would be there. We have like a special room in our house, so we would be doing a lot of pujas, and I was always in search of like somebody who was interested in a personal relationship with me. So that was pretty much my search for God.
So you were looking for personal attention.
Right.
What were you looking for and searching for?
I was actually looking for. I mean, my parents always told me that there were like 3 crores or 30 million like Hindu gods. So because my parents were suffering from a lot of health issues, I always wanted someone like a god who was interested in what was going on in our lives, and somebody who would just be there and say like everything is going to be okay, or just be interested in what's going on in our lives.
What was your first impressions about Christians and Jesus?
I don't remember like I don't even think that I had any Christian friends, back then. But the only thing I knew about Christians was what I heard from my parents, that there were like some Christians in the village where we lived who were who are like giving money and converting people into Christianity. That was pretty much what I heard about Christians. But about Jesus, because of all the spiritual films I used to watch, I kind of had a soft corner for him, because of what he did on the cross, and that was pretty much what I knew about Jesus.
So how were you introduced to Jesus?
Till I was 15 years old, I stayed with my parents, and then I went to a different city where I was doing my intermediate, and I went to the college with the hope that, I was pretty sad by that time in my heart, that this is not, I mean, what was going on in my house. So I always like it was in college where I heard about who Jesus was and what he did for people. So that's where I heard about Jesus.
What and how were you interested to know more about Jesus?
I mean, for 15 years in my life, one thing I was searching for was somebody who was interested in my life. And the moment I heard that there is a God out there who is willing to have a relationship with us, and what exactly interested me the most was the personal relationship. Like, he's exclusive to me, and he's exclusively interested in what I'm going through. That's something which attracted me the most.
Well, then what prompted you then to take the first step to follow Jesus?
There were this like few of my friends in my college where you know everything, probably exams or probably something was going in their families, nothing would move them. I mean, they were always happy, or even if they were sad, there was always like peace that was in their lives, and that was something I was searching for too. So I wanted to have what they had.
So that prompted you to take the first step to
Exactly.
follow Jesus?
Yes.
When did you understand the significance of Jesus' death and how it impacts you personally?
I mean, pretty much, that's when I heard the gospel, like how, Jesus died for like everybody, not just for Christians, but for everyone, to save us from, from sin and from death. That was something which really interested me, and that was when I wanted to see who this God was, who was so interested in me.
Is there a particular verse in the Bible which spoke to you and ministered to you?
Sure. This one particular verse, in Psalms 34 verse 8, taste and see that the Lord is good. I mean, that's something which always attracted me, because nobody forced me, unlike what I heard from my parents. Nobody forced me to, even like go to the church or nothing. And this verse really attracted me because it's like I just wanted to try and see who Jesus was. And only after experiencing him, I started to believe and follow him.
Wow. Now tell me, how is your life different now before and after you met Jesus?
Before I met Jesus, there were a lot of things that were going on in my mind and in my heart. And I mean, I was pretty much like a closed person, and um, I would say I was pretty much considered as a failure amongst my, people as well. But after I came to know Jesus, everything changed. I mean, I started to do good in my grades at school. I won like a lot of awards and stuff. And that's when, everything changed like overnight. I mean, on the inside, this was what was happening on the outside, but on the inside, there was this peace which like nobody could ever take away from me, knowing that, you know, no matter how much I may mess up, there is a God who is always there to take care of me.
What are some things that you're learning on your walk with Jesus on a day to day?
So there is one particular thing which I have learned from the beginning and which I always remember, especially in my walk with Jesus, is like I said, I was pretty much considered as a failure with my relatives and, probably everywhere. That was the time when Jesus actually came into my life and I had a relationship with him. And later everything just changed, and I see like my same people who were very interested in what was going on in my life. And I mean, everybody wanted to talk to me. That was the first time where I went ahead and realized that Jesus is Jesus is the one who was interested in me, no matter how I was or how much I messed up, or whatever was my situation and my condition. And this is one thing which always encourages me on my day-to-day life, that no matter what I do, or I may not be perfect and I may mess up like every day, but I would always, he would always love me no matter what's going on or who I am. And that's something that always keeps me going.
Is there anything you would like to share with people who are listening to this video and who are on this similar kind of journey searching for God?
Like I said, the one thing which made me to try and see, Jesus, taste and see that the Lord is good. You don't have to believe in what people are saying, or don't believe in God just because your mom said or your dad said, or try and see whoever you are. Just go ahead and try and see. Try Jesus. You will definitely love to have a relationship with him, and he's actually looking forward to have a relationship with you and me as well.
Thank you very much, Padmavati. Thank you for sharing your testimony. God bless you.
Thank you.